Hello guys, once again welcome again. Today we are having the notes of chapter number 1 biology class 10th life processes. As in previous video I have explained you the definitions and I have given the thoroughly base of the chapter. I have explained you the base of the chapter, actually what the life process is saying and what does actually the life means and what does the process means. How we can justify whether the life in biological terms and how we can justify the process. Together we have joined the both the terms life process and I have explained you about the definition of the life process. Today I am having the notes for you people so that you can write in your notebooks while studying. See, first of all I am having the definition of this life process, chapter number 1 biology. Okay, so first of all you will have to just mark this, then you will have to write the definition of life process. First of all, as the name of the chapter is life process, so I am having the definition of life process. All biological processes taking place which are essential for our body are called life processes. So this is a definition. I had also explained you. In between you can write in your notebooks. I am again revising that what does it mean. All the biological processes means whatever the processes are occurring in a living beings. Bio means life. Okay, this is the biology we are getting. This is the biology we are studying here. So all the biological processes means the whatever the processes are occurring in living beings, they are called the life processes. Whatever the essential processes, all biological processes that are taking place in living beings or in our body, which are essential for our body. So this is life, this is biological processes. Again you have written the definition of life process. Now there are six life processes to justify whether something is living or non-living. So I had explained you in the previous video also how we can justify whether the things are living or non-living. I had also given you the example of marker, as well as I had also given you the example of duster yesterday in previous video. If you haven't watched the previous video, first you have to watch the previous video so that your base should be clear. Then you will have to write these notes actually. So I had explained you with examples. I had given the example of marker. So this is the first we are having the movement. Out of 6 life processes, first we are having the movement. Both animals and plants have the ability to move. Plants are rooted and move slowly as they grow. On the other hand, animals move quickly. They can move in search of food, shelter, etc. Okay. So very first life process we are having like movement. Movement means both animals and plants. We have seen that animals and plants both they are having the movement and they have the ability to move also. Plants are rooted and move slowly, as we have seen also that we are watering the plants, but not in a day, not in a week, they are converted into the tree, but slowly they are rooted and move slowly as they grow. But on the other hand, if you have seen that animals they move quickly, they can move in search of food, shelter, etc. I mean the movement I am talking about, and I'm not talking about the growth. I'm not talking about the growth, actually I'm talking about the movement here. Plants are not going anywhere else for their food. They are not changing their places. They are not going from Nagina to Bijnor, Nagina to Raipur, Dhampur, Chandpur, and they are not changing. Actually they are not changing their position, but they have ability to move. Plants are rooted and move slowly. They are rooted down into the soil. Meanwhile they move there in search of food. Means by the process of photosynthesis I have told you about. By the process of photosynthesis they have moved. By the process of photosynthesis they made the food with the help of sunlight and carbon dioxide. So likewise they are moving slowly as they are rooted down into the soil. But on the other hand, animals move quickly. They can move in search of food and shelter. Actually the human beings and these animals also, they are, if they are not getting the food at one place, they can go to have the business another place and they get the food from there. Likewise we are having the human beings. Human beings, I am talking about the human beings, they have the business in second place. Means I am living in Nagina and I am not finding any business. I am not getting any food from a business. It has flopped down then I'll have to change the place, then I'll set up the business another place for the food. Animals also, if they are not finding the food at one place, then they'll have to move in search of food, shelter also. So same likewise I have made written here also on the board, both animals and plants have the ability to move. Plants are rooted and move slowly as they grow. On the other hand, as I have told you about, that animals move quickly, they can move in search of food, shelter, etc. Second point, on what there are the 6 life processes I have told you. Don't forget, don't move from our topic. So remember in your mind, second we are having second life process to justify whether the things are living or non-living is respiration. Respiration, it is the process of extracting energy out of the food we eat. All living things respire because they need energy to grow. Okay. So second point we are having here, second point we are having respiration. Respiration, I have also explained you yesterday that it is a process of extracting energy out of the food. Means if you are taking the food in our body, means if we are hungry and we are thirsty, we are not getting the food and the water, then we can able to work. No, we are not able to work because we are not having any energy. We are not having any energy. So without energy, how it can be possible to work? So we are not able to work. Right now, what is needed to have the work, to have the work completion? Energy. For the if we are having the energy, then only we are capable to complete the work. If we are not having energy, then we are not able to complete our work. So respiration is very much important because it is the process. And which type of process? Of extracting energy. From where we are getting, or from where we are extracting the energy? We are extracting the energy out of the food that we are eating actually, so this is all the living things, they respire because they need energy to grow. Whatever the the living things we are having, there are 6 life processes to justify whether the something is living or non living. If something is not respiring, it means it is non living. Like marker, is it respire? No. Is it needed any energy to work? No. It depend upon me. I am writing, I am taking the help of marker, so it is not having the movement, it is not respiration process, so this is not living. But for the living thing, what should be? The 6 processes, out of which second one is respiration, that I have explained you. And I have told you about the respiration also. What is respiration? Means to get the energy from the food, or the extraction of energy out of the food that we eat. All living things, either animals, either plants, including human beings also, they respire because they need energy to grow. Okay, so now third, so growth, all living organisms grow. Plants continue growing throughout their lives. Animals stop growing once they reach adulthood. Means the third life process we are having. Growth. Means this is marker. I am having I think you are getting bored with the example of this marker. Sir is giving the example of marker again and again, and we are getting bored. So let's change the example. Let's have the example of duster. Just take the example of duster. So you cannot having the boring criteria in your mind. So just to make your mood fresh, I am having the second example of this duster. So let's come to the topic. Duster, is it have the capability to grow? It can grow itself? Yes. No, this duster cannot grow itself. Its shape and size, its manufacturing, each and everything is depend upon us. What the shape we are giving to this duster? See, it's having the design. I am also having the second duster, which is not having this type of design. Means they are not having the growth by its own. This duster is not having the growth by its own. I am talking about it is non-living. That is why it's not having the feature of growth. But if I'll talk about myself, I'm the human beings. I'm a human being. I'm having the growth. If I'll talk about the 5 years before, my height was something 4.5 or something about 5. But now after 5 years, now I'm talking about myself, my height is 5.7. So this is growth. If I'll talk about if I will talk about before myself, I am taking the example of myself. If I'll talk about myself before 5 years, my weight was about 50 or something else, but now right now I am having my weight about more than 60. So growth is going on, growth is going on. This is known as the growth. Actually, I am differentiating, I am explaining you by differentiating both living and non-living. I am explaining you with differentiating between the living and non-living. Actually, living things, they are having the growth life process, and if I'll talk about the non-living, they are not having the process of growth. Likewise, we are having about the animals also. What the animals are also the same, they are living, they are also having the feature of growth. They are also having the feature of growth. How they are having the feature of growth? Like we are seeing that like cat, dog, and puppies, we have seen puppies, dogs, puppies, and they are very small, they are very small, and after 1 year we have seen that they are having so much height and weight, and they are having the growth also, we have seen in our colonies. So this is known as the growth. But living things, they are having the feature of growth. Non-living things, they are not having the feature of growth. This is the difference that I have told you actually. Have you written this third feature also, growth? Have you? I think you are well understood with this feature, because I am revising the topics now. Before I have explained you in the previous video, I have explained you in Hindi also, so that you can clear your base. And a very simple language, in very local language, I have explained you, I have cleared each and everything what the life process is basically about, and what the life process is saying, and what are the topics they are included in this chapter. I have explained you. Right now I am having the notes, so I am explaining the terms to the point only. So if you haven't watched the previous video, you can watch the previous video to clear your base, to understand what the life process is saying, whatever the topics are being included. I have told each and everything there. So next I am having the fourth feature, that is excretion. In excretion, all living things, in excretion, all living things make waste product. These can be useless or harmful to it, and therefore need to got rid of. So it is the process of getting rid of metabolic waste. See, excretion is only possible in living things. Is possible only in living beings. How excretion is possible in living beings? See, in very first, if I'll go to the very first or very in previous points of life processes, so we are having the movement, we are having the second, that is respiration, from which we are extracting the energy, second point, respiration. So from where we are extracting the energy? From the food. If you are having the food in our body to get the energy, then all the nutrients has been extracted by the different biological processes, and these nutrients are dissolved in our blood. Double circulation is a process in our body, by which blood is passing twice through the heart, and the blood is circulating in our whole body, by which we are getting the energy and nutrients also. So right now what actually we are having is, so all metabolic processes, or whatever the waste we are having, whatever the needful material, whatever the energy, nutrients we are having, they are being extracted from the food. Now the waste material, metabolic waste is harmful for our body. There should need to be excrete out. So this is the process actually we are having the excretion. We are getting the rid of this metabolic waste in excretion. Likewise in human beings, if we are having the food to get the energy, then by the energy we are utilizing this energy to have the work, to do the work. For the study, students used to have the energy to work, to study, to learn something, to understand. I'll talk about the workers, they are working by the having the energy. So they used to have, and it is very harmful for our body to have the this metabolic waste in our body. It will keep in our body for 3 to 4 days. It will create a diseases in our body. Yes, this create a diseases also, which is very much harmful. So this is very much important to rid of and to excrete out the waste material. Whatever the metabolic waste we are having, there should be the excretion. So excretion is also the point, is also the life processes, which is helpful to justify whether the things are living or non-living. Excretion is possible only in living things, like respiration is possible in living things, not in non-living things. For example, let's have the example. I'm not taking the example of marker because we are getting bored to have the example of marker and this duster. Let's have the example of something new to explain whether the excretion is possible or not. Okay, let's have the example of this water bottle. We are having the water bottles in summer season, we have kept all the water bottles in refrigerators, freeze, we just demand cold water in summers. So does this water bottles excrete out its waste material? How? The question is not having the logic, na? You will think that what sir is asking about, which type of question the sir is asking, how the water bottle is having the this waste material or metabolic waste. If it is not taking the food, it not utilizing the energy, so how it can be have the this metabolic waste, or is it not possible to have the waste material or metabolic waste with the bottle? So this is, I am actually differentiating between the living and non-living. I am just justifying the living and non-living. This is on production. Now on the next point, I am having fifth point, justify the whether the things are living or non-living. This is reproduction. Reproduction, I had made you written on the this board. All living things must produce offsprings like themselves in order for their species to survive, and this process called reproduction. See, all the living beings, the things which are living, which are having the life on this earth, on this planet, justify whether they are living or not. First of all, the fifth point we are having reproduction. All the living beings surviving here, they have reproduced young ones of their same kind or the individual, just to survive, and this offspring like themselves in order for their species to survive, and this process is called reproduction. This is known as the reproduction actually, in which we are having the different zygote, the different egg cells we are having, they are fused to form egg, and fertilization take place. Many processes are there, many biological processes are there which takes place by which the young ones are produced. This is the reproduction actually, which is very much essential to justify whether the things are living or non-living. So these are the things, these are the points through which we can justify whether these things are living or non-living. Reproduction is also one of the life process. Next we are having sixth, that is nutrition. So nutrition, energy required to carry out different life processes is obtained through the process of the nutrition. See, next we are having the nutrition, and in nutrition, see, you all are watching this video, so you all are watching this video after taking the nutrition, after taking the food with a very relaxed mode, in a very relaxed motion, in very relaxed way. You are watching the video, you are trying to understand the video, what the sir is teaching actually. Nutrition means you are living things. That's why you are watching this video after taking the nutrition, after taking the food. Means I had made you on the board written that energy required to carry out different life processes is obtained through the process of nutrition. Whatever the life processes are occurring in our body, whatever the life processes are occurring in our body, they needs to have the energy, and this energy is obtained from the process of nutrition. By the process of nutrition actually we are having this, so this nutrition is very much important. If we are not having the energy, then how we can just have the biological processes in our body? Means like take the example, if I'll have to go somewhere else in the market made by foot, है ना, on my legs, not using any vehicle actually, and I'm feeling very much lazy, tireless, है ना, very means not in a mood to, है ना, have the moment to go with my foot there in the market, है ना, not taking any vehicle, not taking help of the bike also. So is it not possible if I'm not having the energy, I'm not in the mood, I'm feeling very much lazy, and I'm not having the mood to move, I'm not capable to move in the market, to go to the market to bring something, so will it be possible for me? No. So nutrition is also the process to justify whether things are living or non-living. After taking the food, after taking the energy, I am capable of doing my work. Without energy, is it not possible? So this is the nutrition is a process by which we are getting the energy, means by the from the food. Acha, this marker require any type of food and to work on the board? No, this will not require any food, है ना? Or anything else, table require any food? Huh? No, table will not require any food, है ना? Chair, no, they are not required any food to have the work, but living beings required food to have the energy so that they can do their work, they can finish their work. So these are the 6 life processes just to justify whether the things are living or non-living, है ना? I had explained you. Now you can write down these notes. I will zoom this, I will zoom the camera. You can write down all the points, you can note down if you have faced any difficulty while explaining, है ना? While if you are actually, I'm having cold last night, I'm also having fever, still I'm making the video so that you cannot means so that you will not suffer from any problem, है ना, so that you can, so that your time will not get waste, है ना. You are having the board examination, so for you people only I'm here in front of you to have the notes and to make you understand. My this thought is not working well. I have last night I have taken the so much cold drinks actually, है ना. Last night we are having the cold drinks by which I am having the cold and cough also and the headache. Still I am in front of you I'm worried about your board examination, I'm worried about your syllabus, that's why I'm having with the notes also, and I had used this marker to write on this board. First of all, I had written all the notes and definitions on the board so that it can be fruitful for you, so that you can be benefited. That's why, है ना. So that's why again and again okay, leave this point. So I'm making the zoom, I'm zooming the camera so that you can write down all the notes and you can written in your notebooks. So write it in a very proper way, in the way that I have written on the board. So don't worry, I'm zooming this camera and I'm reading, and also I'm explaining again and again this life process, all the points. So please write it down properly. I'm zooming the camera. As I have zoomed, you can write properly from the very beginning as it is written in a very left hand. Life processes, chapter number 1, class 10, subject biology by Suleiman Malik. All the from the very first definition, all biological processes taking place which are essential, which are essential for a body are called life processes. This is I have explained you, so you can write it down in your notebooks. You can write it down in your notebooks in a very proper way. You'll have to make the notes, guys. So please write it very properly. No problem, you can. So tomorrow we will have the next notes. I will be there in a video to have to proceed further the work. Autotrophic mode of nutrition, as I have yesterday in a previous video I had explained you about the mode of nutrition. I have told you about the 2 type of nutrition also, autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So I will explain tomorrow. I'll have the notes with this video next, and then I will cover the digestive enzymes also, trypsin, lipase, intestinal juice, these hydrochloric acid, whatever the I'll proceed further. ठीक है, as I have told you in autotrophic mode of nutrition, that in this mode of nutrition organisms make their own food from inorganic raw material, है ना. Yesterday in a very previous video I have told you, जैसे कि I have given the example also of green plants. Green plants, they used to make their own food with the help of sunlight, and I have told you about the life this photosynthesis, the process, है ना. And also I have the next second mode of nutrition. I have told you yesterday, heterotrophic mode of nutrition. These topics we will cover in the next video. I'll be there with you with the notes and write it very much proper way. I'll check in the class whenever the classes will start, school will start. I will check each and everybody of your notebook, है ना, so that your work should be completed. These notes should be completed because I am working for you people also are even in suffering from cold and cough and headache. I'm very much worried about your board examination. These are very much important for you people, है ना. So you have to prepare yourself for the board examination. Start studying and take it very much seriously. Start studying and take it very much seriously, and start learning also. Likewise in other subjects also, just start preparation. Don't waste your time, and don't wait for anything else, है ना. Start your work very quickly so that you can have the good marks, you can achieve the success, है ना. In last, after the summer when the winter will start, we will not have the time. They will they will be short, and in the cold we are not having the mood to study. But start from today onwards. The students who have not started their studies, please start from today onwards. It is very much necessary for a board, because of board examination. From a point of view, it is very much important. Just start your work, and in the next video I'll cover digestive enzymes also, है ना. Digestive enzymes, as they secreted by various glands of digestive system na, that I'll cover each and everything, because they are converting the different complex components of food into usable, simple, soluble, है ना. These I will also have the functions of different this digestive enzymes. So note it down very much properly, and tomorrow we are having this next, है ना, next topics. So so I think you have noted down this all the notes, and I think you have understood all the notes. If even then you are having any doubt, I am here for your help. Don't worry, है ना. In class also we will have the revision after completing the syllabus. We will have the revision in December, also November. So then I'll also clear the doubts. But now still, if even you are having the doubts, then you can comment in comment section, or you can call the concerned authority. I'll clear your doubts, है ना, in the next video. Please focus on your studies. Start studying. This is the time. Just utilize this time. Don't waste the time. Time is very much precious. Time and tide wait for none. Don't waste it. It is very much important. Once it has gone, never comes back. Okay, so don't waste time. Start studying from today onwards, as I have made you written the notes also, है ना. So not to worry. If you are having any doubt, as I have told you, daily I am telling you, daily I am saying you, in every explanation, after every explanation I am telling you, if you are having any doubt, because if you will study, then only you will have the doubt. If you will not study, you will not understand, you will not having any doubt. So please start studying, and have the questions to me. I'll clear these doubts. Have the questions to me, I'll answer each and every question. Not to worry. Just start studying first, है ना. So that's all. Thank you.